Hello again, friends, and welcome to another Coffee and a Chat. Kenyan Blue Mountain coffee beans again from my local coffee roaster. Very nice they are too. And, of course, you've seen it enough times on my channel now, the Revoslot Warsteiner Mercedes CLK GTR, which is a car, as I'm sure you know if you watch this channel at all, that I really like. And you're thinking, why is he talking about it again? Well, this is a great car. John Albright, who is somewhat of a Revoslot enabler, mentioned to me that while this is a great car, there's also a white one and a silver one. Slightly different designs, but really there's sort of a set of three of these Warsteiner liveried CLKs. And he called it the Trifecta, and he probably had a point. But I said to him, look, I'm not a collector. That's not what I do. I mean, this car really it's not very me in the first place because, you know, I like a 3-box saloon car really. And this is a bit nearer to being a track-only car and not really that much like a road car. So this is not my standard aesthetic for a car, but nonetheless. But John Albright he's that little voice whispering in your ear, go on, just one more Revoslot, you know you want to. So I started thinking about it, and it does run really nicely, and it'd be nice to have some more that were different colours, he says, so that he could run them together. That's what I thought. So I put the silver one and the white one on my Christmas list in the hope that somebody might get me one. And Mrs. Slottar came up trumps at Christmas, and Christmas Day was a good day because Christmas Day was a new Revoslot day, and she got me the white Warsteiner Revoslot CLK GTR. So then I had two, and that was really nice. And this one also has the green ears. This came with green ears. This one came with them not attached. These came attached. I know some of you don't like the green ears, but they're staying there for now. And that's great. And then between Christmas and New Year, YouTube paid me a bit of commission for these videos. Just about enough to buy another Revoslot. So as soon as Pendle's shop opened after Christmas shutdown in the new year, I got myself the silver one. And this one also, blue ears, not green ears this time. This one also runs beautifully. You would do. They're all the same really. But I'm not a collector. But it got me to thinking. Yes, there is the word collector. Someone is a collector of slot cars. But where's the kind of event horizon on being a collector? Someone like Rahul from Conquest Racing Club or Travis will say, I am a collector. Now, we've all got a collection of slot cars. So by the dictionary definition of a collector, we all are. But that's not really what I mean. Within our hobby, we've all got more slot cars than we need, you know, because probably you only need 2 to race against. So we've got a collection of slot cars, but we wouldn't all call ourselves collectors. So is the definition of a collector, is that to do with the intent or the purpose for which you bought the car rather than the car itself or the quantity of cars? If you bought a car to add to a set because you wanted all the liveries, would you be a collector? Would you need to do that more than once to really be a collector? if you bought all of these cars, but not because you wanted all the liveries, but because you wanted 3 different coloured ones to race against each other, you've still bought these 3 cars. But does that make you a collector? Do you see what I mean? There's a sort of what is it, an ethical question as to whether intent is part of what makes somebody a collector of slot cars. I mean, you can be a collector. They don't have to be shelf queens to be a collector. I mean, if you bought lots of cars and you wanted them and they were all different colours and you wanted to get all of them to complete a set and you wanted to keep them on a shelf to look at them, yes, you're definitely a collector. But am I a collector? Because I kind of wanted these because they're different, but they make a set. As John Albright said, the Trifecta. But I kind of want to run them against each other as well. That was part of the purpose. So is this a kind of 50-50? Partly I'm somebody who's got a slot car collection and wants to add to it so I can race them against each other. But partly I've become a slot car collector because I wanted to have these 3 as a set. So I don't think there's a right answer or a wrong answer. But I think we all give ourselves at some point the label of collector, or we don't. And we must have our own kind of internalised set of rules and boundaries as to what that means for us. So I'm kind of interested, which is why I did this video. What do you think makes someone a collector? I mean, very nuanced sort of definitions. I look forward to your comments underneath this video. Good chat.